I believe in the federal government. We believe in the federal government. We need the federal government. The federal government has some very specific responsibilities, such as keeping our borders secure, defending our nation, keeping commerce regular, and just a few other narrowly defined things. So I'm going to say that again. We are not anti-government. I also want to reach out to the Native Americans. I grew up on the Navajo Reservation, a little place called Page, Arizona. From a child till I left high school, I was on the reservation. And I'm very aware of what the federal government has done with the Native people and the tribes. The BIA rules over that res in lots of ways, through either money or control. But the BIA, Bureau of Indian Affairs, you know, the tribes need to be free. The Native American people need to be free. And so we're reaching out to have a liaison between us and the Paiute people here. If they have concerns, we would like to invite them to come and visit with them.
Audience member, we asked you this earlier, but audience members are asking what you think about the native land question. So the fact that the Paiute came out yesterday and said this is our ancestral land, they're desecrating it, we want them to leave. What do you say in response?
What I want to say is that anybody that feels that they have a claim to natural resources and stuff, we please that all those voices need to be honored and heard. I have native blood in my own veins. I understand the plight of the natives. I actually was raised on the Navajo Reservation.
Is that right?
I was. We'd actually travel to the ranch on the weekends, but I was born and raised on the Navajo Reservation. So anyway, I understand that. I don't understand all their specifics. I just understand in a broad term, and everybody should have a voice.
So let's say I'm a Muslim American.
Okay.
And I don't like the way the government has trampled on the civil liberties of members of my community. Should I then take a rifle and go occupy the Department of Homeland Security?
Okay. All we're doing is protecting the livelihood of the people here.
So we're walking onto ground zero of the occupation of armed men here at the Malheur National Wildlife Refuge. They've taken over these federal buildings. I'm told they're actually in there.
So this is the control room of this militia standoff?
Well, it's not a militia standoff. That's
standoff.
Well, it's not even really a standoff.
A lot of people around the country are watching this, and they're looking at you guys and like, these white guys that came in with their weapons are
Well, that's kind of racist, white guys.
Well, they're pointing out.
You're gonna point out if it was all black guys, would we say those black guys all
Yeah,
came in?
they would
No,
say that, and they would say the federal
wouldn't.
response would be different. They
No,
would
they
say
wouldn't.
that.
They would
Well,
not say that. They would not say that.
The
They would not say
conversation is
that because now they're
If
profiling.
this was a group of African Americans protesting, and if it was a group of Muslim Americans, for example, the response has been and would be a lot more different, and it would be a lot more forceful.
Well, my heart goes out to anyone who has violence perpetrated upon them, okay? And we welcome any support from any from any community. Freedom has no color. It's colorblind. It belongs to all race, color, and creed. For myself, I worked hard with my own money to buy my ranch, okay? A lifetime dream to have my own, and it took a lot to get there. And so that's all we're doing is our own personal property, our own personal livelihood, our own personal lives.
I understand, but let's say that's my personal.
If there's a Muslim in the same situation, or a Native American, and the same thing, most certainly they should kindly and as gently as possible protect their own life, liberty, and property. Brandon, right? Is your last name Brandon?
Yes, well, my first name is Brandon.
Oh, okay. Your last name?
D-O-W-D.
Down. Brandon Down.
Yes, sir.
Well, Brandon, where are you from?
Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
My land. What brought you clear out here?
My God-given rights and the universal law. Do no harm, take no shit.
That sounds good to me. Do no harm. I like that. Live and let live. If you don't pick you don't break my leg and pick my pocket.
Right.
Let's live and let live. I'm so glad you came here. So you're here and giving some help and some support here with the people.
Yeah, just being as productive as I can. Filling in gravel. We got a lot of sink hose water and a lot of rat shit. Getting we getting it all. Just doing what the other guys have not been doing, I guess. So.
Well, this is, I think, the 10th day that the Hammonds have been thrown in prison. And that was the catalyst for all this, is the atrocity that our government portrayed upon them. And so I wouldn't be in Oregon, you wouldn't be in Oregon if that hadn't happened. But we know that this has been, some of these things have been going on. It's time that we need to stand up. But I just want to say, thanks for coming out and supporting us and helping us.
I thank you for initiating this, so lighting the spark, because we needed it so bad. It's like, I was just waiting, like, when are we going to stand up? We got all the data.
Today. Thank you. All right, well, I'm going to go out and take care of things. And you're welcome, and I hope you can stay as long as you can. And
I hope I get a chance to speak with you another time.
Sit down. We'll sit down and visit and stuff.
Yes, sir.
I hope you can stay a long time.
I'm staying forever. I got dropped off here by the Front Rangers Moving Company out of Colorado Springs.
Okay, well, you got food and a bunk.
Oh, yeah.
What more do we need? And brotherhood?
Yeah, everything. We did hard work. Let's get it done.
All right.
Thanks.
Hey, I just got to make one comment. What was it that those friends of yours said that would happen when you get over here?
I would be hung by white people in my sleep.
Oh, yeah.
So I was hung, and this is the afterbirth.
This is the afterlife.
No, that's bullshit.
So obviously, we're all good people here. There's all sorts of race of people here. I'm Asian.
Get the sheriff in order.
That's right.
Get them together and go get the felons.
So there you go, America. Obviously,
felons. No poor people.
Yes. No white supremacy going on here.
No.
So let's end that conspiracy. So have a good night, America.
I'm a member of the Siletz, Confederated Tribes of Siletz here in Oregon, and I'm here looking at the artifacts here at the center, and what I am seeing is that all of these artifacts are in their original place. They have not been touched or moved, and I say that because there's dust all over the place. I can see the dust, I can see no fingerprints, I can see no changes, I can see where boxes have been, it appears, for a long time. The artifacts are safe, they're dry, they're well kept, and I don't see any problems with the storage, except that they're just stored in here, and my question would be, why would the government have not turned these over, or why have they not been displayed in museums? Why are they just sitting in a closet, in boxes, not attended to? And I would wonder why the Paiute tribe wouldn't want to come out here and pick these up, put them in the appropriate place where they belong, and make sure they're authenticated and taken care of. But I can assure you, I have been treated very well. There have been no problems out here at all. People are very friendly. No danger to me at all. And they're sitting here well taken care of. No problems whatsoever. Today is Sunday, the 24th.
Hello, everyone. This is Lavoy Finicum here at the Liberty Revolution here in Oregon. And today I want to speak specifically to the Paiute people here of Harney County. I know that there's been a lot of concern about the artifacts, and so I need to address that. First off, I want to tell you a little bit of my own background. I was born and raised on the Navajo Reservation. And I spent time amongst the Lakota people, living with them on the Sioux Reservation. And on my father's side, the oral history is that they married into the Comanche tribe, and on my mom's side, into the Pima tribe. And so I think I have a pretty good idea of the relationship between the federal government and the tribes of this nation. First, I want to address the artifacts. Here are the artifacts, or some of the artifacts, just the way we found them. Have not touched them, have not moved them. This is how the federal government has kept your artifacts that you are very concerned about. You hold them sacred, and so I ask, is this the way you want your sacred items to be handled, to be taken care of? The other artifacts here upon the place, we do not handle, we do not move, we keep them safe. It is time that we begin a dialogue, Paiute people here of Harney County. It is time for you to throw off the BIA, to become a completely sovereign, independent nation without the overseership of the BIA, the Bureau of Indian Affairs. And so let's have a dialogue. Let's take care of these sacred things, and let's begin to have a face-to-face. I've been approached by a number of different members of different tribes that have come and said that they're willing to be a emissary from us to you, since we have not yet been able to get a representative from the tribe to come here. And so I have other members of other tribes coming to me and saying, you know, we will help the best we can. So let us begin this dialogue. I believe in the American people. I believe in the Native Americans. It is time for them to stand up and throw off the federal government out of their own nations. But having said that, we want you to know that we desire a good relationship. We desire respect. We desire a mutual respect towards you and towards those things you hold sacred. And we hope to hear from you. And that is what I have to say to America and to you of the Paiute Nation of Oregon. And so thanks. And I hope to see you soon.
Hey guys, what's up? Blaine Cooper. I'm here with Lavoy Finicum, and what are we doing, Lavoy?
Okay, what it is, Blaine, is that we're concerned about the way artifacts have been stored here, the Paiute artifacts, and so we're reaching out to the Paiute tribe to say we need to open up some communication. We're looking for a liaison because we want to make sure that these things are returned to the rightful owners and that they're taken care of. So
now, from what I understand, these are their artifacts?
These are some artifacts. We want here, if you step back, I want to show you how we found these things stored here. So you can see there's boxes of artifacts here. You can see there's some rat's nest in here. This is the way we found it.
Yeah.
And you see there's grinding stones, different things here.
There's projectile points.
So
Yeah,
the way I
spear
understand
points.
it, that the BLM or whoever was in charge of these
The refuge.
native artifacts just kind of boxed them up and let them just rot down here.
Yes, and for example, let's see, do we have any dates on these things?
Yes, we do, sir.
What's the date on this one here?
This one is an 89, I believe.
Okay, 1989. So we have these artifacts from 89, 99, 2000, 20 some odd years. They've just been sitting down here. So my question is why do they just keep them down here?
Yeah, don't they belong to the natives?
Yeah,
the rightful owners?
Why are they locked away here for nobody but for them to look at whenever they come down here? This needs to be taken care of, and so we're reaching out to the Paiute people in as sincerest manner as I can. Please, let's open up a dialogue. Come get a representative. Come here and let's start talking face to face, and let's make sure that we take care of the heritage of the Native American people and any concerns that they may have, so that they can voice them, so that we can hear that. Any claims that they may have upon the lands, let's begin that dialogue. So, but like I said, this is just some of them here. If you'll come over here, you will see other boxes. Just this is the way we found it.
Sir, I believe this is evidence. That's why I didn't touch anything, but these are our U.S. Department of Interior projectile points from 1980.
1980. So they're sitting here from 1980, just sitting in the tops of boxes like this. This is how the Native Americans' heritage is being treated. To me, I don't think it's acceptable. Let's get this thing cleared up and let's start having this dialogue. So again, just starting this dialogue, and we want to be respectful as possible of everybody. So thanks. That's what I just want to show you.
So yeah, guys, so get this video shared around. Get it uploaded for you and make sure this gets to the Paiutes, and that the U.S. government and BLM has taken their artifacts and just literally they're wasting away down here in rat infestation and cobwebs, and
35 years they've been sitting
35
here.
years, it's poorly treated, and the rightful owners need to come back and claim their belongings.
So thanks.
Thank you.
Good morning, America. This is Lavoy Finicum here at the Harney County Resource Center here in Oregon. I need to give you a quick update, keep you in the loop of what's going on. As you know, we've been reaching out to the Paiute tribe in regards to the artifacts, and we shall continue to do so. At this point, They have made it very clear that they do not want to have any interaction with us. I did have a member from the Delaware tribe come out and try to be an emissary between us and them. Had other tribal leaders from other places also offer that. And so at this point, we will go ahead and just keep an open invitation to them, and we will also make sure that the artifacts are not disturbed, not moved, left as we have found them, and safe and secure. And so again, that's a quick update on that, and we shall see how it goes from here. Thanks.
Like I think I probably told you this before, they did inventory of all the stuff, and I didn't hear of any archaeological stuff missing. So all the stuff that was supposed to be here was still here, from my understanding.
Cool stuff.
It is.
Look at that one. That was amazing.
Yeah.
All right. So, can you please state your name and what you just told me?
Hey, my Facebook's under the name of Charlene Kearns.
The younger ones should be doing that.
I am here representing the Comanche Nations. I am here representing Logan Bundy and the Southern Blackhawks Patriot Group. So we're going to make this again a sacred ground. If they tear this one down, they go to jail and they're tried on either Montana or Oklahoma.
Excellent. So there's going to be legal recourse now if they affect this.
Yep.
And Lavoy was he actually?
He was Crow. He was Crow.
He was Crow. So in a way, they're defacing his honored sacred ground in itself.
It is illegal to disturb or tear down anything from a memorial site. That's what this is. It is against federal law. It is also falls under the Native American Graves Act, which makes it highly illegal. And they are tried by the Indian nations, not federal courts. The Indians have their own justice system.
You know, I know that, like I said, I'm an asshole that speaks his mind, and first thing I'm thinking to myself is, I know it doesn't happen anymore, but whoever did this, I want them scalped.
Let's see. We have sat on the Southern Blackhawks Patriot and discussed all kinds of things that we could do.
Well, considering you're not really by federal law, you've got your own law into yourself, therefore, there's a lot of things you can do that they can't. So, hell yeah. And now, look at this, guys. We have got a decent amount of people here working to remember Lavoy and make it to where it doesn't get torn down again. And somebody brought in a cross that is, I think this is just awesome. As you can see, this cross is welded. So when it gets up, guys, they're digging a hole for it, a nice deep hole, so that we're not going to have an issue. And as you just heard, this ground is going to become sacred ground, and whoever attacks or destroys this is going to have legal recourse by the tribal council. So I'm going to stop this, and then I'm going to show you guys the end result, because I'm pretty sure they want me to help instead of just be lazy here and just watch.
And we got the tribal involved in this also now.
Oh,
so
nice.
We have the tribals coming up here And we've done a ceremony up on the grounds here and for the tribal. So they're involved in it also. There's a pro out of Montana.
Okay.
They've been notified on this and what's going on here, and the stuff out here at the refuge, what's been going on there.
Okay.
And we have people here that have actually known about the artifacts and stuff that was there and the mishandling of the artifacts before they even came in there.
Yes.
And for them to try to say that it was those people there, it was not the people there at all.
No.
None of them. The people who ran that place just graded more on those artifacts than anybody did.
I think so too. Yeah,
Yes.
I agree.